Okay, so there's all kinds of things that take place on a weekly basis. There'll be a bunch of them that will come up on the slide beside me here. But on the general week, there's all kinds of stuff for men, for women, for kids, for youth. There's a 55-plus strength training class. There's Sexual Integrity 101. There's pickleball. There's all kinds of random things that happen in the course of a regular week. If you want to know more about these things, again, the Church Center app or gpalliance.ca/events, the very best place to find all this stuff. Also this week, in thrilling news, the income tax receipts for donations for 2024 will be coming to your inbox. Again, make sure if you don't find them, check your junk mail, check your spam, check all those different places. And if you've asked the church to print out a copy for you, they'll be available at the Info Center next Sunday and the Sunday following. But again, if you don't get one, feel free to contact us. We'd love to kind of help you navigate that as we go along as well. Also, in the upcoming weeks, we have a Café chat with Fiona Donavon. She's going to be talking a bit about how God is leading and guiding her and where she's headed off to in the next space of time. Also, on March 2nd, we have a baptismal service that will take place, as usual, between the two services. So again, if you're a follower of Jesus and you haven't yet made that public declaration of baptism, I really want to encourage you to prayerfully consider if this is the time that you should do that. Again, there'll be a baptism class next Sunday. Will take place, I think it's next Sunday. Yes, it's next Sunday for adults in the Boardroom and for kids in the Red Room. So again, if you're following Jesus, haven't yet made that public declaration of saying it publicly that you want to follow Jesus, really want to encourage you to do that. Also, Young at Heart has a Valentine's Day lasagna dinner, which will be happening on the 16th, next Sunday from 4 to 7. If you're in the 55-plus category, they would love to have you there. Bring a dessert to share with the people around you. It's going to be awesome, an amazing time. Also, if you're new or feeling like you're still trying to figure out how to connect in with the life of the church, we really want to invite you to Pizza with the Pastors, which will happen on March 9th. It's just a good opportunity for us to have a chance to get to know you more, for you to get to know us a bit more, to be able to connect more personally than is sometimes possible on a regular Sunday morning, so mark that on your calendar. Also, there's a monthly prayer gathering on the last Sunday of each month from 6 to 7 p.m. in the Landing. And one of the things that we're praying about this year and really asking God to do in the life of the church is if we could have 200-plus people attend our monthly prayer gathering, because we recognize that we can't do anything apart from the presence of God. And there's something unique that happens as we gather together as a community to seek the face of God and ask Him to move and work in the life of our church, our nation, our families, our souls, all these different things. So I want to encourage you to put that out there. Also, April 1st, this is a save the date. We're going to do a family fun night just to kind of connect with each other, get to know each other more. There'll be a potluck dinner, all kinds of fun games, wildness, and who knows what on earth will happen. But we'll tell you more about that in the weeks to come. Another big thing we're looking at is we have a whole bunch of courses that happen over the course of the year, and we want to try and simplify and streamline this thing a little bit. Recognize our life as a church is very busy. Your life is remarkably busy. We want to respect that as much as we can, knowing that we're all at different stages along the journey in our relationship with Jesus. So we're going to stack a whole pile of courses in a weekend together. We're calling these weekends the Rooted and Released weekends. The first one will be on March 7th and 8th, so Friday evening and all day Saturday. We'll do one in March and then one again in the fall, and just kind of play a whole bunch of courses together. So you can sign up for one of these courses. The first one will be on global missions, about how we as a church engage with the global movement of God to see that as many people as possible throughout the world have the opportunity to know Him. The second one will be on spiritual gifts. And so if you want to know more about how God has uniquely made you and the ways that you can best serve Him, this is the perfect class for you. There'll be one on sharing our faith with people around us. Because most of us feel this mixture of excitement and guilt and shame and fear when we think about sharing our faith with the people around us. We want to give some really good practical tools for how can we continue to grow to share our faith with the people around us that we know and love, and we're not always sure how to tell them about Jesus in a way that feels meaningful and natural. So this will be a course that's available for you as well. Then Set Free and Soul Care will also be offered that particular weekend as well. These two courses are both to help you work through areas where you're stuck, parts of your life and relationship with God where you need to kind of work through some things. Maybe there's something hindering your ability to walk with God really well. These are the great courses for you. Again, in my own life, Set Free and Soul Care were both really critical in finding freedom in some particular areas of life and feeling more confident to serve and to walk with Jesus well. So again, we would really want to encourage you, sign up for one of those courses. It's going to be an amazing weekend. It's going to be really fun to have a whole pile of us here together, to have worship times together and lunch together and that kind of thing, and then take a whole bunch of different courses that we can learn and grow together, and then take another one in the fall. It's going to be fantastic. Again, also, there's all kinds of other ways to know this information. There are tables in the atrium that have information about 3 different ministries a week. There's social media postings. You can check out our Church Center app. You could look at all of our social media websites. You could even go to the bathroom. If you go to the bathroom, all this information is right there on the back of the door or in front of the urinal. It's right there. You can't possibly miss it. We just want to communicate with you as clearly and smoothly as we possibly can in all these different areas. But again, probably the best 2 ways would be the Church Center app or gpalliance.ca/events. Will give you all of the information for all of this. And let's see. I think you're all awake still. So this is my moment of victory. I will celebrate and celebrate well.